It's Thomas the Tank Engine, hip 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 hooray. Chugga chugga chug chug chuff chuff chuff, he rides along the way. And when you hear that whistle, it can only be one train. Our favorite little engine, Thomas is his name. Thomas the Tank Engine's rolling along. All of his friends will be coming along. Thomas, we love you. Thomas, we love you. Thomas, we love you.
On the island of Sodor, there are many types of rolling stock, such as vans, trucks, flatbeds, even gondolas. They have all been proven to be helpful in the railway transporting goods like the road vehicles do. However, despite being different, they all have one thing in common. All the indignity. Yeah, well anyways, one beautiful sunny day, Thomas was shunting in the yards. And let's just say he wasn't having a good time with the trucks. Biff bash! Biff bash! I swear to Digger Sodor, if all of you don't be quiet in the next few minutes, I am gonna! Hey, Thomas. Oh, hey, Percy. I heard you yelling from the yards. How did you know it was me? Your yelling woke me up. Oh, sorry. It's alright, Thomas. Anyways, I wanted to tell you that the Doublehead is calling us to Knapford Station. Really? What for? Well, whatever it is, it's important. Well, I believe in you, Percy. Let's go check it out. Oh, Thomas, Percy, there you both are. Hey, Gordon. Hi, Gordon. Percy told me to tell him how he wanted to talk to us. What's going on? I'm glad you asked that, Thomas. So, you know what's going on? Yep. I wanted to let you all know that, coming in a few days, it will mark our annual May Day Festival. Wait, you mean May Day is coming again to Sodor? That's right, Thomas. It's coming back. And I wanted to give you all the exciting news that everyone needs our help again to get everything ready. I also wanted to let you all know we'll be taking turns. Thank you, sir. But I still wanted to tell you that we're on a shortage of trucks still after James's accident. Don't worry, Thomas. I pulled in the mainland goods yards at Brimlington to let us 3 trucks. They're hoping to be here in 3 days on Henry's goods train. Well, that was easy. At least we'll have more rolling stock. Indeed. And as for the first few trains, they will be held by Rosie, Edward, Boko, and Mia. You'll all get your turns as well. For right now, make sure to get back to work and be really useful. Yes, sir! Over the next 2 days, the engines took different turns taking building supplies, decorations, and workmen to the May Day Festival, which would be held at Normanby. However, though, the engines soon got tired when they realized how much transport they were taking. The engines really wished that Henry would get back to Sodor with the 3 trucks. Thankfully, the engines won't have to wait for long, as soon enough, Henry returned. But when the engines saw him return, it was not what they were thinking. So, Rosie, how do you think these trucks would do?
Probably well, Arthur. Besides, they'll probably do fine. Well, I guess you do have a point. I hope Henry gets back soon so we could...
Hey, Henry, how's it going? I see you brought the 3 trucks back with you. about the... Hey, Rosie.
Henry?
My lord, what happened with you, buddy? It's the 3 trucks behind me that's the top had order. They gave me trouble.
Really? Why?
I don't know, I never did anything wrong to them. Plus, I was fine with them and didn't give them any trouble. Well, I'm sorry for what happened to you, Henry. We really are. It's alright, guys. I'll probably just go rest for a little while, and hopefully if I have enough time, try to tell Sodor what happened.
Alright. Rest well, Henry.
The next day, Rosie shunted the 3 new trucks onto a goods train with supplies, tools, and displays that were going to the May Day festival at Normanby. Just then, Rosie heard a whistle. It was Neville. He came in to collect the goods train Rosie put together. Rosie knew something bad would happen to Neville since the 3 new trucks Henry brought were coupled up behind him, so she went up to warn him. But it was too late. Neville started to pull out and was soon off in the distance. Rosie soon realized she was too late and knew something bad was gonna happen. Meanwhile, Neville was puffing along the beautiful countryside, but was unaware about the 3 new trucks beginning to cause mischief. Hey, I have an idea. What is it? When we get to the top of the hill, let's push Neville downhill. Well then, let's do it. Neville was too busy enjoying the beautiful countryside and had no idea what the trucks were planning when they got to Gordon's Hill. As soon as Neville reached the hill, the truck set the plan in motion. On! Uh-oh, driver? I see what's happening, Neville. Put on your brakes. Neville tried his best to stop, but it was no use. The trucks kept pushing him. But there was worse to come at the bottom of the hill. At the bottom of the hill, Emily was waiting for the all clear to continue on with a goods train for supplies heading to Normanby for the May Day festival. But right as she was about to get the all clear... Emily! Look out!
What in the Oh, there's a great water
Luckily, no one was hurt as Neville's crew managed to jump off in time and the guy on Emily's train managed to jump off too. But Neville and his train, along with the trucks, were derailed. Later that day, Arthur arrived with Rocky to help clean up the mess. He also talked to Sir Topham Hatt about the trucks as well, and what they did. Thank you for telling me, Arthur. I will call the yard manager at the mainland, and we'll see what we can do. Alrighty, sir, but what about the last train full of supplies that needs to go to Norby tomorrow for the May Day festival? We need all that we can get. Well, I believe we all know one that is probably not available at the moment. But I can see what I can do. Who is that, sir? Well... Are you kidding me, sir? Look, Thomas, I can understand why you're still stressed over the trucks, but you're all we have left to take this last train to Normanby for the May Day festival. Well, it's technically not that, sir. It's about the trucks. They've been giving the engines trouble. Because after I've heard what happened to Henry, I just don't want to go through with what he did. Don't worry, Thomas. I promise you won't end up like that. Besides, this will just be the last train of supplies going to the May Day festival anyways, and I'm hoping to send those trucks back to the mainland tomorrow morning. Are you sure, sir? Yes, and I'm officially hoping that they will never return to Sodor. So please, Thomas, your only hope to get those trucks in order. Well, I'll do it then, sir. Perfect. I'll have Toby look after Annie and Clarabelle for you. Well, whatever you say, sir. I'm not sure about this, Toby. What if the trucks cause me trouble or something? Don't worry, Thomas. So Tom and I will make sure nothing bad won't happen to you. And I promise to take care of Annie and Clarabelle while you're gone. Alright, just make sure nothing bad happens while I'm gone. We promise. Alright, see you later, Toby. See ya, Thomas. So, what's the plan again, boss? It's simple. When we get to the top of the hill, we're gonna push that blue tank engine and all the way to the bottom and see where he crashes. That will be fun. Indeed it will. When we get to the bottom, we will show him who is the boss. Speaking of which, here he comes. Oh, you're right. Okay, act normal. Alright, listen all you trucks. I don't want any trouble on the way to Norby with the last of the supplies for the May Day Festival. Got that? Now, behave or you'll suffer major consequences. Thomas soon made his way through the countryside heading to Norby. The trucks weren't causing him any trouble and he felt relieved, as he knew he wanted a safe and calm journey all the way to Norby for the May Day Festival with its last deliveries. Little did Thomas know, though, was that he was about to have a big surprise when he got to Gordon's Hill. Alright, you trucks, I want all of you to be nice and don't cause any trouble when we get to Gordon's Hill. I don't want any mischief or nonsense today. We'll give him nonsense, said the trucks. When Thomas and the trucks got to the top of the hill, they set their plan in motion. On! Pump him off the rails! Uh-oh. Stop, you silly trucks! But it was too late. The trucks began pushing Thomas down the hill at full speed, heading towards Norby. Thomas tried his best to stop, but it was no use. The trucks kept on pushing him and pushing him down the hill. Thomas whooshed over mainline crossovers, roared in and out of tunnels, roared around bends. Then there was trouble. Thomas was switched on the track that led to Norby. He knew that the disaster could lead to trouble. He'd continued to apply on his brakes, but it was no use. Meanwhile at Norby, Edwin and Percy were picking up some workmen and the tool so they could get back to the sheds and return to Napa for the workmen to go home for dinner. All they had to do was just wait for Thomas to bring in the last of the supplies and decorations for the festival. So, Edward, how much longer do we have to wait until Thomas gets here? Don't worry, Percy. We probably won't have to wait for that long. He'll probably be here in any second. Wait a second. Isn't that Thomas's whistle? But he's not due in here for another hour. Edward! Percy, look out! Oh no! We got to do something before Thomas crashes into us. There is something we can do. Stand back, Edward! Percy, what are you doing? Saving Thomas's life. Oof! Percy had done it! He stopped Thomas just in time before hitting Edward and nearly injuring everyone else. Everyone was relieved. Thomas, are you alright? Yes. Whew. I'm alright. Thank you, Percy. You really saved my bunker back there. You're welcome, Thomas. I'm glad you're alright as well. We are so gonna be in trouble for this. Are we?
Yep, you lot are in serious trouble. Just wait until Sodor hears about this. Well.
You trucks have caused nothing but trouble. I am disappointed in you three. You nearly caused Thomas to have an accident. But sir, we didn't. I don't want to hear any of your excuses. As for punishment, I will be sending you lot back to the mainland. From there, you'll be put on a siding and never be used again. Well, there goes our fun of causing mischief. Yeah, you think? Thankfully, the trucks didn't return, and the May Day Festival was a huge success as passengers and vacationers flocked all over the place. All the engines were happy too as everything returned back to normal. As for Thomas, he was very happy that the trucks were gone and knew he wouldn't have to be bothered by them, or the other engines would have to be annoyed or tortured by them ever again.